Hello everyone and welcome to a video of mine. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make my thumbnails. Finally, quite a few of you have requested for a tutorial on how I make my thumbnails and I'm finally doing it. So I tried to make this video as detailed at the same time very simple. Trust me you guys, it's much simpler to make a thumbnail nowadays. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the laundry, it's pretty annoying. So I'm going to break it down into parts so that you guys won't get confused, and basically you just need 2 steps to make a Minecraft thumbnail, okay? And the first step is to have a Minecraft rig or your Minecraft character at the front. I think that's what most of you guys were wondering, but basically I call it my Minecraft rig because I rig it. Yeah. Okay, so how do you make a rig? Well, I'm about to tell you. But before that, I want to be clear that I'm going to show 2 versions on how I do things, which is why the video is going to be a bit long. So how I do it is not free. I know most of you guys are new YouTubers or you just don't want to spend a lot of money basically. Then don't worry, I have a free version for all of this and it works just as well. Trust me, it kind of makes me feel that I regret spending money, but at the same time I don't. You know what I mean? Basically you need your rig plus editing, and editing is so easy. Okay, so let's stop yapping and actually get into the tutorial. So I'm going to show you guys how I make my Minecraft rigs. Let's go. Alright, so as you guys can see, I'm just going to show a reference of what thumbnail we're going to be making today, and that is this kind of thumbnail. So basically your character and then a bunch of edits on what you're going to do here. Obviously you guys should do your own little twist, or else it'd be boring if everyone had the same looking thumbnail as I do. So I use 2 things, 3D, I meant 4D. I use 2 things to make my thumbnails, Cinema 4D and Photoshop. So as you can see, that's not free, but if you do have, I just want to say something. Bad people online would sell cheaper versions of Cinema 4D. I mean, that such bad people, am I right? If you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know? Anyways, so if you want to know the controls on how to move in Cinema 4D, I'll show you real quick. I myself have no idea how to use Cinema 4D. I just know the steps that I need to make my thumbnails, so yeah. So you just press Alt, and then if you click, you can move like this, like click and drag, you can move like this. If you scroll, you can do this. And if you press your middle mouse button and Alt, you can move like this. So that's basically all the movement you need. But if you use Blender, that's a whole different story. I do have a Blender tutorial on how to make a rig. It's pretty outdated, so if you guys want an updated version, tell me in the comments and I'll probably make one, okay? I use a Lightroom, okay, to make everything look nicer. So it's gonna be in the description below. All you gotta do is download it and it will come up like this. Okay, you just gotta double click it. What you're gonna do is you're going to go to the link that says RMKV7. So this is a rig, but it's a really outdated rig, but it works so well. The original creator removed the video of it, so I'm just left with this download that I made into a media file. I don't know who the original creator is, but I'm sorry, I have to keep on using it and I have to share it with you guys. So I put it in the Mediafire link in the description. All the information is in the description. But if you go ahead and drag it in immediately from the desktop, ignore my desktop right now, it will say this, okay? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to Window and then Asset Browser. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is you want to go to Create and then Import Legacy, because this is super outdated, remember? So you're just going to have to go to RMKV, so after you download it, okay? And then you just hit OK and hit OK again. Now you go to Convert it right over here. And now you have it. Ta-da! Now you just pick male or female if you want. I recommend the female one, even if you're male, because it just looks better. And you just drag it in like this, or you could just double click on it and it will be in the middle. So yeah, you guys, now you can pick any skin that you want, but you must be looking at this and be like, Epi, what am I looking at? It's so ugly. So what you gotta do is basically you gotta choose your skin. Alright guys, I found it. Here it is. And there you go. And you're probably like, why is she bald? It's all in Spanish, but just click second layer and boom, it's 3D again. So I saw a tutorial on this on how to make everything look better. I just leave it the way it is because I don't like to complicate things, and I'm sure you guys don't either. And yeah, this is basically all the stuff that you can move. If you're wondering how you can move, you go here, okay, click on this, and you can click on it and you can move it like this. Ta-da! So you want to go here, and then you want to go layers, and then you want to unlock all of the layers. Even so, it doesn't move, only this one and the hip, so you can move it as per you want it. But let's take a look at the eyes. Okay, so if this happens, you just need to go like this and then middle click and just navigate yourself. So you're probably wondering, okay, what about the eyes? So you want to go to attributes, then you want to go scroll down and you see Kara. I don't speak Spanish, but you can choose what pupils you want. So there's number 1, number 2, and number 3. My personal favorite is number 2 because it looks really good, and you can pick whatever color you want, and you can just do an eye drop if you want the same color. And if you want pupils, just pick this one called Brillo, and boom. So now you can put your expressions. This is like how wide you want the mouth, like this, and this is the expression, smile downwards, and this is how high you want it. Too high and it won't render well. I recommend around this height or so. So that's pretty clear, right? It's pretty straightforward, I think. So now you just gotta make your character moves. So let's say like this, and we're good. Okay, you can even make her look at the camera if you want. The camera will be whatever this screen is holding, so let's uncheck that. So it's going to be this whole screen right here, and now you just gotta adjust it the way you want it. Unlike Blender you have to adjust your whole camera. Cinema 4D, you don't have to do that. So I recommend, you guys remember the bad guys, I'm just saying. And by the way, you can totally go through the attributes. So if you're wondering why there's nothing here, you gotta click on this one. So you can definitely add stuff and figure it out yourself if you'd like. So now it's time to render the whole thing. So you want to click on this. Okay guys, so if it says like error, check your output or whatever, you just have to uncheck this thing. Make sure the format is PNG, by the way. And yeah, okay, now we can render it, and you want to click on this. This means image transparency. So now you hit Control and then you scroll out to see the whole image as it renders. If you guys have any questions about this, just go ahead and comment it below. But there is an easier way if this is too complicated, by the way. But we'll wait until this has loaded. Alright guys, so once it's rendered, actually you can just click the button afterwards. It'll be the same. Click on this save button. Okay guys, so you want to put this and then make sure it's still image PNG, and if it looks like this, you have to click on this button or else it won't be a PNG. Crucial. Make sure alpha channel is on. Just do all of the things that you see on the screen, and you just want to, I already have one here, let's replace it. So now if you go to desktop, as you can see, we have our PNG. Make sure it says .png, or make sure the format is PNG, or else even though the background is clear, it still won't be a PNG once you drag it into Photoshop or whatever editing software. So yeah, that's how you make a simple rig. All of the two links will be in the description, and yeah, I hope this was pretty clear. And this is a pretty good render, I'm not gonna lie. I've done worse. And now you can save it. It's very important to save it if this is your first time, but yeah, I already have one, so cool. Now we have your rig, but Epi, you said there's an easier way, and there is, and one of the results of the easier ways are right here. Ta-da! If I animate texture pack, this underrated one, this is all from this method. So I'm going to show you the method right now. So here's the steps to make this method, and if you're like, I'm so lazy to do rig, no worries. You can literally do it all in Minecraft, and you only need Minecraft and your editing software. So here's what you're going to have to do is, first of all, you're going to have to wear the skin that you want to have in your thumbnail. Secondly, you need to download this mod called, you guys have to download the mod that I linked in the description. So this is the mod I linked below, and it's basically the CustomNPCs mod, but slightly different, I think. But for the older versions, I'm not sure, it just doesn't have a difference. But just download CustomNPCs mod or this one. I recommend 1.8.9 because it has blocks that newer versions don't have. If you don't know how to download mods, I have a tutorial in the description or at the top right corner. You can click on that, and yeah, you're just gonna download the correct version. And once that's happened, just go and select your forge and hit play. Okay, so we're in, you guys. Now all you have to do is double check if you have it. Yeah, as you can see, it becomes the custom NPCs mod. So you just need to download the custom NPCs mod. Let's just generate it. What the heck? So yeah, now we're in. You can leave the shaders on if you'd like. So once you hit E for the inventory, so as you can see, there is another page. So you just need the NPC wand. All of this, I don't have time to explain it. Maybe one day I will. But the thing is, the older versions, they have a green screen. But you guys, if you use the newer version, there is a way. Should I demonstrate it? Oh my goodness. And I don't know why, but I kept on crashing, and that was really frustrating. But once I figure it out, I will make a new tutorial, and yeah, it's gonna be really fun. But anyways, the thing is, this thing has a green screen block that you can use, which I think is super duper helpful in my opinion. So we can make a cute little green screen wall real quick. Very cute. Okay, now all you gotta do is make an NPC. So hide the name. So this is why I wanted you guys to put the skin on yourself, because you're going to just have to type in your username. But guys, there is a way to put HD skins if you're interested. Unfortunately, I have forgotten how to do that. But if you guys want another tutorial on that, then just comment below. Okay, anyways, now as you can see, she's a little chubby, and you can leave it as like that if your character is like that. But if your character is a skinny legend like me, then all you gotta do is you want to go to model, and you want to go to scale, and go to body, arm, and make sure shared is yes. Now you can just tone it down a bit. Ta-da! Cool. So now you're wondering, Abby, she's moving around. Yeah. What you gotta do is you wanna go to rotation and then manual. Okay, and now you can just select where she wants to face. Actually, this is a perfect way, but yeah, just experiment with this thing right here. You can put stuff on her as well, like armor, or you can make her hold something. Okay, but we're just gonna keep it plain. So now what you want to do is you want to go to advanced, and then you want to select puppet. Okay, this is where you can basically move her head up and down. Yes. Or her arm if you want to show something, or make her walk like this. Okay, and yeah, just adjust it to whatever you want. Maybe I want her to hold a golden apple, for example, and just put it, oh okay, I put it on the wrong hand. Just put it like that, and the golden apple is not very nice because it's a normal Minecraft texture. But yeah, and there's also a lot of other things that she can hold. What is this? This looks like an apron. But anyways, if you right click her, okay, honestly this is a very interesting mod because I used to do Minecraft roleplays, and I would always like make NPCs, and it was so fun. Tell me if you want a video about it. Okay, that's enough. So you guys can put on shaders to make your character look nicer, like this. It's gonna be a pain to edit, so I recommend taking that off. Yeah. Okay, so what you're gonna do is basically just screenshot like this. So it is gonna be slightly lower res than if you were to do a rig, but it's fine. So you just wanna F2, okay, and you'll get a PNG of her, like so. So now that that is done, now we can move on to the next step, which is editing. So I use Photoshop, but today I'm just going to demonstrate using a free version, quote unquote free Photoshop, which I think is very cool. And yeah, see you there. So this website is called Photopea. You can download it if you want, but you don't have to because it's already so good on its own. But what you gotta do is you gotta create a new project. And this is, guys, I have Photoshop and it's so similar, but obviously Photoshop has more features, but this is more than enough for what you need for a thumbnail. So what you have to do is you want to go to YouTube thumbnail right here, or you can just type all of this in, name your project. I'm just going to name testing. One thing you want to change is the background to transparent, okay, and Adobe RGB right here. I don't know, I just changed it. Then you want to click on create. So now is the interesting part. Okay, we're just testing. Delete. Well, that's actually not that bad, but we can use greens. You guys can go to this website to do it for you. I'm just gonna test it out. So right now I'm at pixelr.com. I'll link it in the description. But the thing is, this you can use this to edit as well, but sometimes it has restrictions. And basically you want to remove the background. That's all. That's it. So you want to do magic mask and boom. Do you see how quick that is compared to just now with that one? So now you have your PNG. Just save it. There's no save as. Okay, click save like that and then as PNG. Okay. So got our render. We got two renders actually. So let's put them side by side. And this is the one we did in Cinema 4D. It takes a while to load because it's higher res. But yeah, here's the difference. Ta-da! Let's not make them too... But Epi, where is the background? Good question. So what I always do is I would literally type in Bed Wars background and pick anything. Because usually my videos is associated with Bed Wars. So I just pick like any image here. But you can pick any Minecraft background. So Minecraft. But one thing, even though we're gonna blur it, make sure it's HD, please. Let's see if we can copy and paste. No, we can't. Okay. Oh, wait, can we? Oh, we can. That is so Photoshoppy. But basically, you need to drag the layer under all the characters. And now you have it. I know it looks bad right now. That's because the background is the focus. So we have to undo that. We have to not make it the focus. Go to filter, and if it's just like Photoshop, yep, Gaussian blur. So now it looks a little bit better, doesn't it? And actually that's the perfect amount of blur right there. So now we have to make our characters prettier because this is just really painful to watch. So you want to click on the one that you want to put effects on, and oh my god, it works. Control and then click on this image layer. So now it's only going to select this character. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a new adjustment layer, but you can change the hue up like this and just adjust everything until it's pretty. And after you're done with that, you can do it again, and you can add more filter. So this is what I usually do. Doesn't that look like a million times better? Once you've done that, you just select everything. Just select from brightness, Lightroom, and shift select. So now you can just merge layers, and now you won't have to worry about moving around the effects. So now what you can do is double click, and this is how you do an outer glow / stroke on your character. Guys, this is an amazing website. I really love it a lot, but I won't use it instead of Photoshop because I already paid for Photoshop. But yeah, and you can also do a drop shadow. And how good does that look? Obviously adjust to your own taste, and you can do the exact same thing with this one. And you can even do a gradient overlay. Pick the color of the background, for example. Okay, and then hit OK. Then you can just go to overlay. You want to change the blending mode to overlay, and you can just adjust from there to make it kind of blend in with the background. I always do a drop shadow and an outer glow or a stroke like this. But as you can see, since it doesn't have the same effects as the other one, it doesn't really pop out much. Ta-da! So you officially know how to put in your Minecraft rig or your Minecraft character in your thumbnail. So let's quickly wrap it up with text. Thumbnail, I usually like to do it separately like this. So just pick any font, and you can even add your own font. That's what I love about this. And you want to transform. Okay, there you go. Click on transform controls, and you basically want to make it as big, and make sure it's on top of everybody like this. Okay, so that you can see like this. Thumbnail. This is terrible. Thumbnail, and then we can put tutorial, make it in the middle. Okay, change up the fonts if you'd like, by the way. Wow, this low-key looks better than some of my thumbnails right now. So how do you make your text look pretty? is you gotta experiment quickly. So what you want to do is double click, and then if you want a gradient overlay. I like a outer glow usually, and a drop shadow, and a gradient overlay. This time make it normal and opacity all the way. You can really experiment. I'm just gonna make a little bit like that. See? Very aesthetic. And now you can do like a stroke maybe, and maybe an outer glow while you're at it. There's something else I like to do. So I like to make a border on my screen. We need a new layer, and we're going to select. Let's just say it like that, right? Then if you go to select and then inverse, it will be like this. So now on this layer, go ahead and go to your bucket, and you want to just click on it. You want to change the color if you want to whatever color, and what you're gonna do is just put the opacity down a little bit, or you can just change to whatever color. You can literally experiment like this. Just experiment. You can even do a gradient if you want. Yeah, let's just pretend that looks good, okay? But you get the gist. So like a border just to frame everything. But yeah, that is the gist of it. And if you're wondering, you just gotta add whatever image. Just make sure it's a PNG cartoon, for example. I said cartoon, not AI. So there's a way you can just click on tools and then color and then transparent. This is a PNG, so you can just copy and then paste. Ta-da! So easy. Congratulations! You've made your thumbnail. You can even do drawings. Like sometimes I like to do some drawings. Just don't overdo it, please. Just make a new thumbnail and you can do. Guys, it's literally 1 a.m. in the morning. I hope you guys appreciate this tutorial. And lower down the opacity. You get the gist, but this is how I make my thumbnails. I wonder if my energy depleted throughout the whole entire thing. I've recorded for an hour. But yeah, there's a bunch of other websites if you for some reason don't want to use Photopea. There is Medibang, there's Canva. I don't like to use Canva. I don't know why. I hope this video helped you guys, and yeah, that's the end of today's video. Obviously we've already made the thumbnail and it's so cute. Like, look at that. Alright guys, so to save the image, you can save it as PSD first. To make this into an actual image, you just have to go to file, you have to go to export, and then use JPEG. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be, let's try to do a really good quality here and just save, and it will be, well, it should be on my desktop, but things don't like to appear on my desktop. Okay, so it appeared, and ta-da, you got your little thumbnail. I'm just gonna do a short tutorial on how to upload your thumbnail. So you just have to go to upload a video and just upload any video. Okay, so I have this video of mine, and yeah, now once you're here, just have to go to thumbnail, upload file, and choose the file. It's pretty straightforward, and just upload like this, and it's gonna upload. Ta-da! And yeah, this is the product of today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Let's get on with the outro, and tell me in the comment section below if you have any questions or anything you would like to add into it, or you want a new updated Blender tutorial. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to support my channel. Have a nice day/night. Don't forget to check out my socials in the description, right in the comments, pinned comment section, and all the links will be in the description, of course. Check out my yapping sessions and my live streams. And yeah, have a nice day/night. Goodbye.